Just yesterday, the Trudeau government announced it's banning more than 300 models of what the government calls assault-style firearms. All the newly prohibited weapons are semi-automatics with sustained rapid-fire capability.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The host mentions the semi-automatic firearms ban and then proceeds to describe a fully automatic weapon, which have long been illegal in Canada, a classic scare tactic used by media to disinform uneducated viewers and justify dumb government policy. Semi-automatic weapons fire one bullet per trigger pull, while automatic weapons fire multiple bullets per trigger pull. Automatic weapons are highly regulated and illegal for most civilians to own. Some other examples of semi-automatic and fully automatic systems include washing machines, cars, and espresso machines, to name a few.
Despite what the Trudeau Liberals want people to believe, this was a political stunt to draw attention away from their massive billion-dollar scam.
But Rod, there are 2 points to what you're saying.
Notice how the host interrupts Rod mid-sentence when he brings up billion-dollar scandals, proving you can't trust what the news tells you.
Of course, that they will be paid back for this. And secondly, most of the crimes that we see where guns are used, those guns are legally owned as well.
What?
Here we have a gang shooting where 100 shots were fired, 23 people were arrested, and 16 illegal firearms were seized. The police were miraculously in the area on another call, and their undercover car even took fire because people were using it for cover. And here is the results from the disastrous open-door criminal justice system the Liberals have created. Out of the 23 arrested, only 8 were charged. And of those 8, 5 had all the charges dropped.
What do you propose?
Say that again?
What do you propose?
Did you just say they were the majority of firearm-related violence is committed with legally obtained guns? Is that what you just said?
Watch how this Muppet backtracks and dodges admitting he is wrong.
No, I was trying to say that they will be paid back as well when they return those guns to the government, and that plan begins in 2025. And there are instances where guns that have been used are also legally purchased. What do you propose instead of these kinds of bans as a way to reduce gun violence in Canada?
You can refer to the Toronto Police Service, who have said that nearly 100% of the guns that they are seizing from people shooting up Canadian streets come from across the border. When it comes to reducing firearm-related violence, the police, just ask the police. You don't have to ask the gun lobby. The police will tell you exactly where all of that activity is coming from. And if you want to know the societal ills that cause gun violence, it's drug and alcohol abuse, it's unemployment, lack of opportunity, social moral decline. These are the real problems that not only cause gun violence, cause all violence. But the government is ignoring that.
Notice he answered the question perfectly, and it wasn't good enough.
But that doesn't answer my question about the issue of guns, Rod. How do we stop and reduce gun violence in the country? Because that's the problem. How do you stop that gun violence?
So it depends the gun violence you're talking about. If you're talking about 95% of the violence that we see in Canada right now, those are illegal guns moving in from the United States. So you're going to have to invest in the border. Right now, 0% of rail traffic that comes from the United States into Canada is even inspected. People are flying handguns across the border on drones now. Like, this is a big problem, a really big problem. But the government doesn't care about any of that stuff. They come straight to licensed gun owners to get a criminal background check every day and ban and seize their guns. And when you talk about a buyback, they promised that at the earliest opportunity 4.5 years ago. I have $20,000 of unusable guns in my gun safe for half a decade. So you can't really believe anything that they say. They have no credibility.